What's happening, guys? Friday, the weekend is here, and we got a ton to celebrate, dude. The first round of the NFL draft is in the books. Talk about our favorite picks, the winners, the losers, the dynamics. We'll get to all of it and more. We got NBA playoffs as the Hawks and CJ McCollum continue to put the Knicks in a torture chamber. We got Stu Feiner here for the Money Court. Okay, look, let's get the show started. It's going to be a great day here on Wake Up Barstool. What's happening, y'all? Welcome in. Wake Up Barstool FS1. Look at this wonderful, beautiful motley crew that we have today, dude. We got, I'm T-Bob, we got Chief, we got Liam, we got Megan making money here. And then, in his glorious return, first time we've seen him in a while in here, we got Stu Feiner behind the desk. What's up, Stewie? How we doing today, baby?
Listen, wake up! Wake up! Wake up! Feeling amazing, feeling hopeful, feeling positive, feeling blessed. I love you. No. Listen, every person out there, I love you. We love you. Wake Up Barstool loves you. Megan making money looks absolutely stunning. First of all, I got to just say something. I mean, chills went through my body. I don't know if it was passion or asthma. But listen, Sydney Sweeney got cut from Devil's Wear Prada 2. We should put Megan making money in her part. That's the bottom line. No Anne Hathaway. Megan making money.
There
now,
you go. Okay, so you're saying...
I'm so juiced up, by the way. I went to the Cub game yesterday, T-Bob.
Yeah.
One of the greatest games I've ever been at in my life. Sat on the field with the owner of Cameo, Steve.
Not to brag.
And the 1914 Club. They do such a great job. First of all, everybody is so nice there. Everybody. From when I drop a napkin, they come grab it, throw it out for me. They hug it out, all the fans. The food was phenomenal.
Great.
I ate 8 bags of peanuts. Peanuts are my go-to because super salty, suck every one of them, crack them, eat the peanuts, and listen, then I eat the shell.
You eat the shell?
I eat the shell.
But you eat the shell after the peanut.
After.
That's insane.
I have a method.
That's the craziest thing I've ever heard.
I'm a psycho. I have a method. I suck all the salt out.
Yeah, I mean, I suck
and
shells,
make
but I
now
spit
the
it.
shell useless because it's soft. I just turn it, rip it, pop both peanuts in my mouth, chew them, guzzle a beer, and then I eat the shells.
Well, Stu, it sounds like you had a fantastic day.
Amazing, and we won! Go, Cubs, go! Go, Cubs, go! Love it!
Hearing this, okay. Now we got to get the drive. Yes, Megan.
Boiled peanut in his mouth.
He just, exactly. He boils it in his mouth with his raw energy and passion. All right, so you would draft Megan making money first round.
Oh my God!
Okay, so there you go.
Listen.
So let's no, hold on.
I would marry Megan making money.
Okay.
I would marry Megan.
Would you marry?
Shout out Sandy.
Ty Simpson.
Shout out Sandy.
Let's start there. That's where we're going to start. LA.
I would not marry Ty Simpson.
Okay.
I don't roll like that.
And for the record, Stu would not marry Ty Simpson. I'm not opposed to it. He's now a very wealthy man. But look, there's a million storylines to get to. I find myself chewing on the Rams picking Ty Simpson at 13 the most. And I think there's 3 to 4 different perspectives you could take on this. First, for Simpson himself, is it fair to say this may be the friendliest landing spot for a first-round quarterback in NFL history? I mean, it's actually insane.
Has to be. Sean McVay, a year to learn under Stafford. You'd be ready to go. It's L.A. Weather's nice.
Yep.
I don't think it could possibly be better. Weapons galore. They're going to have a good running game again. So not that he's going to have to play, but yeah, I think it's a ready-made system for him.
It's insane. We saw Sean McVay, and now, this is not to demean Jared Goff, because Jared Goff's made himself into an incredible quarterback. But when Jared Goff was maybe not the Jared Goff he became in Detroit, he's still young, still learning. Sean McVay, at least how we view it, meat puppeted him to a Super Bowl. And again, that's probably a little unfair, but the point is, it's the best offensive mind in football. No pressure to play year one. Time to develop a very competent front office, a very good team. Now, speaking of front office perspective, I think this move makes sense, Liam. Right?
Yeah.
So a lot of people talk about eating your vegetables, like drafting no lineman in the first round, right? I heard Roan say that. And by the way, Roan was absolutely fantastic on last week's draft.
All three were great.
Unbelievable.
Great.
They were all great. But
Great.
The amount of the Renaissance talent that Roan has to be able to host, be so informed, he was great. But while drafting a quarterback, you never said to be eating your vegetables. This is what uber competent franchises try to do in terms of always staying competitive, always winning, always staying relevant. The front office decided that, yeah, look, we're very Super Bowl close. We could use that pick at 13 and maybe push over the top, but we're going to lay some track for the future here. Who knows when we're going to be picking this high again? A quarterback falls into our lap. Do you agree with the front office decision, Liam, to go after Simpson here?
I do agree with this selection. I know that there's a bunch of variables that make things funky. How Sean McVay reacted, how he acted in the presser. Snead is good friends with the Simpson family.
Yeah.
People are pointing that out. I know I wasn't surprised by this selection. I was told the other day that the Rams are very high on Ty Simpson. I didn't think he would go 13%. I could see him trading down, but there were a bunch of other teams that really liked Ty Simpson. The Cardinals really liked Ty Simpson. The Jets did their homework on him.
Steelers.
Yeah, this is where the Rams felt the need to take him. Fair is fair. I don't think they plan on picking this high again. I think they got intel from. You're not making this decision without picking Matt Stafford's brain.
So that's even a key difference between like the Rodgers-Love situation. Is Rodgers was pissed, right? There's a world out there where Stafford may be in on this plan.
If I'm Matt Stafford, I'm happy. I feel like it's a little bit of cushion if I get hurt again, if my back gets a little tweaked. Hey, we could still make a run with Ty Simpson.
Yeah, like he can maybe hold the rope, and then you show back up for the playoffs, and you'll be well positioned to finish the fight.
Yeah, and I have no issue with McVay saying he's going to compete with Stetson for the backup job. I can't believe that that's making sparks on Twitter. That's a coach being straight up and honest.
Yeah, I mean that's
Like,
just football. Of course he's going to be. And like Stetson's pretty good too.
No, that's absolutely going to happen. But I think what it shows you about Ty Simpson, for the last couple of years, we have been hearing that he's had like an incredible amount of injuries and really bad breaks where he couldn't get healthy.
Yeah.
He couldn't hold weight. He played 25 to 35 pounds lower than he should have at $180, where now he's up to 205. Healthy, I think he's going to really shine, especially in McVay's system.
But
listen, let me just say something to you. I think Stafford plays this year upcoming and next year.
Yeah, I mean,
Simpson's not seeing the ball for 3 years.
Which is even better for him.
Of course.
Again,
much better.
Ideally, every rookie quarterback would have that runway. It's just the 99% of the time it doesn't work out there. So it's great from the Simpson perspective. It makes sense from a Rams from office perspective, which again, we should point out, Les Snead is used to doing things a bit differently. I mean, he didn't pick in the first round for 5-6 years? Like, F them picks, remember all of that? Like he's willing to kind of forge his own path here. Now, the last perspective is head coach, Sean McVay. Is it, and guys, I believe that we have a clip of McVay here. And I want you to watch this and see if you think Sean McVay was pleased with taking Ty Simpson at 13.
Yeah, I did. I'll keep that between us. We'll see. He's going to compete with Stetson.
And that was kind of...
He doesn't want no pressure on the kid. He doesn't want pressure on the kid.
So I'll give you my...
He made him an afterthought. Stenson's not the future or the here and now of the Rams. And that's why he reiterated 10 times, it's Stafford's team. This is Stafford's team. It's Stafford's team.
So here's the question, though. Because, again, I do think this is what competent franchises do that win consistently and span eras, right? I think it's a bit bold in many ways. But objectively, it does take away from their chance of hoisting the Lombardi when they are right on the edge.
Yeah. I think I want to play devil's advocate on this one.
Yeah.
How many games did Ty Simpson start in college?
I think it was like 15, 16, something like that, right?
Just the 1 year, correct?
But it was his health.
It was
It wasn't his quality.
But he didn't beat out Milrow.
No.
Yeah.
So I don't know. I think this is like the old Bill Parcells cliche where it's like you want to see a college quarterback start at least 25 games so he's more ready. It feels like when you are this close, you kind of have to strike when the iron's hot. So we don't have a huge sample size of Ty Simpson. Alabama was a little bit down by their standards. Now,
O-line was garbage, actually. I still don't know how.
Yeah,
they
like
were bad.
he was a completely different player in the first half of the season, the second half of the season. The back injury, I can't believe what day is it? It's some day in April, and we're still not talking seriously enough about Ty Simpson's back injury and how much that can affect the quarterback's.
Well, hold on, though. Okay, so Chief, finish your devil's advocate take.
No, I'm a big believer, and they have been F these picks for forever because they are trying to win. You do have this 2-year window probably with Stafford. He's basically the MVP of the league. And it's like, could you get a piece that really pushes you past Seattle and gets you into the Super Bowl as opposed to being like, hey, we want to stay competitive for 6. I'd rather have a team go for it and win than plan out the next 6 years, and especially with a guy that has at least some question marks.
And that's where I could see McVay. Maybe it is the pressure things too, but that is where I could see McVay being a bit frustrated, is because to the differences in getting all the way to the top are so tiny and so razor thin that, like Chief is saying, that 13th pick could be the piece that elevates you from NFC Championship to Super Bowl. And this is a move that feels like, okay, we just want to stay NFC Championship good past this quarterback. We never want to take a nosedive. And Sean McVay, sorry we didn't give you the resources. You still now have to find a way to take that next step without us giving you the 13th pick at a position that could have immediately contributed.
All right, let me ask you guys, as ball knowers, as draft watchers, what could have been the piece that they would have gotten instead of Ty Simpson?
Let's see. Let's look at everybody that went behind him.
This, I completely agree with Megan. We were talking about this as a bad draft the entire cycle. It's unappealing. It's unexciting.
Good point.
Who could they have taken at 13? Genuinely, that would have been. Ruben Bain is the only one that comes to mind. Mekhi Lemon, I don't think Daniel Jeremiah mentioned Mekhi Lemon's not a fit in that offense with how much physicality.
Kenyon Sadiq is the one that pops into my head.
Kenyon Sadiq is the one. They have like 4 tight ends, though.
No, I know,
so
I know.
Kenyon Sadiq's just another piece that's going to go out there and
Maybe
be
a lockdown safety. Maybe a lockdown safety. But health. I mean,
Thieneman?
but I mean,
handsome.
I mean, bottom line is this: Rams healthy probably are the best team in the NFL.
Yeah.
Rams healthy are the best team in the NFL. They're better than Seattle.
So
we know they're better.
Okay, maybe they
don't need
believe that.
anything.
Yeah. So
they don't need. They
that's
just
the
need
belief.
health.
Okay.
The luxury
They don't
of
need
picking
nothing.
At 13.
Lockdown corner because they got beat a couple of times uncharacteristically late in the game deep, which normally that doesn't happen.
And they got McDuffie already this offseason. So
Yeah.
That's my
But
point.
if you take
it's a good point, Megan. You're right. Like maybe that's a counter argument. That Snead saying we're
you.
already good enough.
Right.
And
Right.
just
I
go
agree
do
with
it.
Megan.
But if you take
Shout out
any
Megan.
other position, he's got a chance to get on the field and help you. Taking a quarterback has no shot at helping you unless there's a
The
catastrophic
literal plan is for him not to help.
Correct.
Like if everything goes perfectly, you won't see him for 2 years.
So you could have taken a guard, you could have taken a tackle, gone heavy. There's a lot of different ways that you could have gone there to get a player that improves your 45-man game day roster, where Ty Simpson sounds like he's competing for second string, who might not even dress on Sundays. So that's like, I do believe that when you're close, you gotta kind of push your chips in and go for it. And I'm not convinced that Ty Simpson is going to be like the heir apparent.
Blood sticks in his mouth.
But like, I will always be content inside with, no matter if I think the quarterback is good or not, a team making sure that they are set up for success down the road is so vital. This is the toughest position to evaluate.
Yeah.
This is the toughest position to recover from if you're lost. I mean, just look at Cleveland for the decades and decades of struggling, and they finally found their guy in Shadussy or Dylan Gabriel or maybe Deshaun Watson.
I think it's Watson again.
Yeah, like you have to be strong at this position. If they believe Ty Simpson's the guy, let him have it. I can't believe John Lynch kind of had a smile and a smirk when Ty Simpson got brought up in the 49ers presser.
That's Rich Lynch.
Brother. Trey Lance?
After the Trey Lance.
After Trey Lance, that's tough.
That's Rich.
That's
But they got their guy in that draft. They got their guy. But what about
Okay, fair. They
fluked their
luckiest
guy.
pick of all time.
But if you are again, if we're assuming a 2-year window, isn't next year's draft class for quarterback supposed
But they're
to
not
be
going
better?
to be picking anywhere near here.
Yeah, they'd probably have
But
a
if
shot at
there's-
like the
if-
6 or 7 quarterback.
But
And
if
even
there's
if it's
6
supposed to
quarterbacks
be-
better than Ty Simpson next year,
So I'm
But
not.
I mean, like they already do their homework and they're already looking ahead to that. It's like, hey, right now, Ty Simpson we might have at QB3 in next year's class, and it's easier to take him now instead of play the waiting game, and maybe we could get like Drew Mestamaker at 28, which won't happen. Mestamaker will probably go higher, but conversation.
No, but I think that's something that I've thought about a lot, and I feel like that this idea that Simpson just be like 6 or 7 in next year's draft. To me, I have trouble getting there after everybody was so wrong on this year's quarterbacks.
Yeah.
Like this year's quarterback class was be incredible.
sure.
It's gonna be Nussmeier, it's gonna be Allen, it's gonna be all these guys, and then everybody sucked.
Yeah.
So like with that in mind, and knowing how NFL guys talk about Simpson, knowing that with a second year you'd probably see improvement. Like who knows where he would have ranked next year?
yeah, but I don't know. I kind of feel like missing on a quarterback. How many quarterbacks?
I think you just are hating on the SEC quarterbacks.
No. But I historically, if a quarterback goes in the middle of the first, I feel like that's a red flag. Kenny Pickett, all those kind of guys.
Yeah,
who are
I
like,
feel that. I know what you're saying, yes.
reaching-
It's right in the Pat Mahomes range.
Well, yeah, but that's kind
That's
of
the
like
exception.
That's like Peyton Manning throwing
Yeah.
picks in the first year.
Right.
That's
The Stephen Shea.
That is the Mahomes is that exception, but Mahomes was extremely raw coming out, but like the physical tools were there.
Why do we have to show these highlights?
I know.
I-
Because he tortured LSU.
Yeah, you just
Yeah.
want to
All right.
throw it in.
All right,
between.
I watched Ty Simpson lead the huddle out onto the field, and I get fired up.
Okay.
Okay.
Blutman's
This
in.
guy makes me want to line up at left tackle and protect them with my life on the line.
Okay, here's what I want to do, because I feel like that was a very layered, very good, very well-rounded conversation on Simpson. We'd stay there maybe a little long. So let's do this. Let's go ahead and go to break, and then we got a ton more storylines to get to coming up. The most surprising picks, the ones you loved, the ones you hated. A lot of teams last night had multiple picks in the first round. Who was the big winner there? We'll get to it all here at FS1. This is Wake Up Barstool. Welcome back to Wake Up Barstool. NFL Draft Round 1 in the books. We got a motley Friday crew here. Let's go, baby.
Let's go!
Let's get into the teams that had the big hauls, because there was a lot of teams with multiple first-round picks last night, and I want to ask maybe who the big winner was. You got the Giants. They end up with Arvell Reese and CeCe Marino, both top 10 picks. You had the Cowboys, who came away with Caleb Downs at 11 and Malachi Lawrence, the pass rusher. The Jets go David Bailey 2, Kenyon Sadiq, then get back in the first round for Omar Cooper. They're the only team to end up with 3. And then you have the Titans taking Carnell Tate at 4, which, you have 4 Ohio State guys in the top 11. I think Tate going first of that group was a bit surprising. And they end up going with your guy, Liam, Keldrick Falk. Blutman, who had the best multi-pick night of the draft?
I think it's hard not to go with Dallas, to be quite honest. I think when you get the best player in the draft at number 11, and then they take Malachi Lawrence at 23, which to me is a prototypical Cowboys pick in the 20s where they're looking for high ceiling, and he might, he could bust per se, but that's a typical Cowboys pick where they're looking for the most potential possible. They're trusting in their development. Sometimes it doesn't work out. You think about Taco Charlton, but I think Dallas killed it. Dallas.
Chief?
Yeah, I mean, you look at a team like the Titans, who were awful, and they addressed a lot of needs in that first round. So they got a little bit dangerous. They got the big edge in Keldrick Falk. So they got a long way to go, but they got their quarterback. Now they got a wide receiver for him. They're going to be able to get after the passer. I like what the Titans did yesterday.
I have a few thoughts on these teams. First, Stu, I think that so these teams are all, or I shouldn't say all, but there's an air of incompetence around these franchises, right?
Yes.
And so when I see that, it's odd that what pushes the conversation for me aren't the picks themselves, it's the Harbaugh factor. Like, it's tough for me not to say it's the Giants, because by far those players, which are both top 10, so better than the other ones as well, they're entering the most competent situation under John Harbaugh. The other teams, I almost look at they're like John the Baptist teams. It feels like if they had a quarterback, the table's being set. You're bringing in O-linemen, you're bringing in wide receivers, but you just don't have the guys there. Now, maybe the Browns, maybe Deshaun Watson has a comeback here. They're kind of set up. Maybe that's the case. But like,
they've got plenty of guys to choose from over there, so I'm sure one will.
They might draft another.
They might.
But like, look at the Jets adding Omar Cooper and Kenyon Sadiq to that offense. Okay, great, but it's Geno Smith, right? It feels like next year maybe somebody steps into that. They're able to take advantage.
I love Geno, by the way.
But I like this idea.
I love Geno. He's going to have a great year.
So you're back.
Oh,
you think
have
he's
a
going to
great
bring
year.
you the promised
I
land?
think the Jets did a great job. I think they loaded up.
No.
And I love Geno. Geno's going to have a great year. Great year. Because everyone is counting him out. They think he's terrible. They think he's an underachiever. He had a horrific year last year. But, anybody would have on that. The Raiders were just the biggest disaster and maybe disappointment ever. I mean, fire your coach, fire everyone. I think Geno's going to do really well with the Jets. I think Jets did a great job. I think the Giants did a great job.
Okay.
Yeah. I think Jets and Giants did a great job.
See,
They need so much, and I think they're on the right path. Let's give Aaron Glenn a pass on year one because he had zero to work with. I mean, he had nothing. Now let's see what he does, and we know what Harbaugh's going to do.
And excuse me, I left out the Browns. I mean, I should have the Browns in there as well. Again, getting Spencer Furneaux and Casey Concepcion, two players that would be great for the quarterback. Maybe Deshaun Watson's that guy.
Yeah, I don't think so. Also, Stu, I hate to say this. If you're the Jets, Geno Smith is not fixing the Jets. Like, that's a guy where you go from a terrible situation, the Raiders, he showed his warts. When he was in a great place in Seattle, he had a nice storyline, had a good year. If you
had
take
an all-star year.
For sure, but
all-star, 3,200 yards, 30 touchdowns.
Agreed, with a great head coach and a great supporting cast. But if you take a guy who is a journeyman, veteran guy and put him in the worst franchise in sports, something tells me Kenyon Sadiq is not going to be the piece that helps Geno get the Jets back.
It is crazy though to get the best pass rusher in the draft, the best tight end by far, like an outlier tight end and a legitimate first-round receiver all in the same night.
So my thing is, I kind of want to split hairs here because Liam tongue-in-cheek said he loved Geno.
No. I said don't write Geno off.
Okay.
Who's Geno's offensive coordinator? Frank Reich?
Yes.
Listen,
Frank Reich's really good.
Frank Reich's running that team. Can I just say right now, he's the head coach. He's going to be running the team, and that offense is going to be humming. Mark my words.
You can
Okay, I love
lay
this.
it in my face right now. Lock it in. Mark my words. Jets.
I thought we were back in on Aaron Glenn. We're writing off year one. Now you're telling me Frank Reich's the actual head coach.
Frank Reich is the brains of the operation.
Okay, all right.
Aaron Glenn will sit back, run the team, tune up the defense, which he did a poor job last year because he was over his head.
Yeah, he
so
was.
well, he didn't realize how bad their defense was and how bad their offense was.
Okay.
So I think now Frank Reich, I love Frank. He's a head coach. He's a winner. He's very smart.
He is.
And I think he's going to do a fabulous job.
My question is, now that the Jets do have these pieces, is Geno going to be serviceable enough? He doesn't have to have an elite year, but with these pieces, is he going to be serviceable enough for this team to make it over the 500 mark?
They don't want him to be.
So
They want another crack at
They want maybe the Dante Moore, Kenyon Sadiq.
So that's what they need, but they also can't be so terrible because guys got to keep their jobs. So they kind of need Geno to show improvement, but in a deep quarterback draft, like I said, John the Baptist is kind of clearing the way for the savior there. Then maybe you get one of those 5 or 6 guys
They could get
that
Zesty
everybody's so
for
high
Mesty.
on next year. But
CJ
but look, I think if I'm a Jets fan, I'm feeling damn good about last night.
But this isn't the first time they've done this thing where they pick 3 in the first
Well, look,
round.
if nothing else, they're gonna get an interception next year if David Bailey's rushing the pass.
Also, this is my favorite clip of the entire pre-draft process. Is Aaron Glenn falling asleep at the combine, waking up, and David Bailey's just finishing his 40. I like to believe the one guy Glenn was able to see at the combine was Bailey.
Well, take that guy.
Yeah, it was like, oh shoot.
Okay, so one of these we talked about in the run-up to the draft that the Cardinals at 3 were going to be the big chaos agent, and there was a lot of Jeremiyah Love smoke. pretty obvious why a lot of us are questioning that, because the Cardinals are so far away, and running back is generally a position that you get when you need to kind of make that final push. However, Love is an outlier talent and so much better than all the other people at the position in this draft. Did the Cardinals make the right decision going Jeremiyah Love at 3?
Hey, Chief, this sounds a wee bit similar to something that happened last year, maybe with the 6th overall pick.
Well, yeah, he's trying. Jeremiyah Love has to prove that he can do what Ashton Jeanty couldn't.
I mean, Jeanty is still an incredible player, an incredible back. They didn't have an offensive line. The Cardinals really don't have a right side of the offensive line, and there's a lot of coping mechanisms going on that happened before he got drafted, Love, and when he did get drafted. Oh, he's such a playmaker. We're going to use him in so many different ways. Yeah, you are. But your offensive line is an absolute joke. He doesn't get the opportunity to showcase the talents like this if the offensive line doesn't set him up for success. Running back is it's a great position. It's a tough position to play. I get it. You're taking a running back 3 overall. He doesn't even get the chance to showcase his talents unless 5 guys are able to let him do it. It's such a bad pick. The player's not bad. The player is phenomenal.
He's phenomenal.
This
Megan,
is not how you build a franchise.
I saw you shaking your head.
I mean, that's not what they need right now. Yeah, I mean, a good juicy name, putting it back into that program, being like, hey, guys, we're the Cardinals. Look,
It's a fun pick.
We have a,
It is a fun
this
pick.
is fun. But, I mean, are they expecting him to put the game on his back every single Sunday, every single Thursday, every single Monday? He can't put the whole team on his back, though.
But again, like we said, the Jets, they're kind of they're paving the way for a quarterback. The Browns paving the way for a quarterback. That's what the Cardinals are doing too now. Like, you're going to have Love, you got Trey McBride, you got Marvin Harrison Jr. You need help in the offensive line, Liam. You're absolutely right there, right? Yeah, you need help there. So that's the next step. But I see the long-term vision. I just
We still
think
have Kyler Murray throwing the ball there, right?
No,
it's actually
and Jacoby Brissett's holding out.
Never mind.
Jacoby Brissett is holding out.
Exactly.
That's how well things are going in Arizona.
I don't know who the
Jacoby
franchise
Brissett deserves to get
quarterback of that franchise is right now. That's an issue. I know who Jeremiyah Love is.
So that's my point though, is like
There's no point to that.
It's not that they're punting on next year. There wasn't a quarterback at 3 for them this year.
Yep.
So they are
Jacoby
thinking
Brissett.
long term. What are the best elements that we could surround our hypothetical guy with? And like all of a sudden, if they do get a top quarterback prospect next year, you feel great about this pick.
I think Jeremiyah Love might be the best player in the draft.
Yeah.
And if you are taking a long-term approach and you're like, we need so much, let's just go get the best guy.
Yeah.
It might not be the best fit for next year, but if you're thinking 2, 3, 4 years down the line, he's a phenomenal player. They're
Could have
not.
saw a lot of jerseys.
What's that?
Oh yeah.
Could have saw a lot of
yes.
Oh, and put seats in the stands. I mean,
yeah.
who's going to see Arizona next year? Nobody.
Nobody.
Now, all of a sudden, hey, I want to see Jeremiyah Love. I want to see him break a 80-yard
Yeah.
run.
Fans,
I want to see him
they're
break a
ready.
50-yard run. I want to see him get a screen pass and go 40. And he could block. I think he sells tickets.
And they shouldn't be as disastrous as the Raiders and Jeanty were last year. Like, to Stu's point, that was
I
just
agree with that.
That was a masterclass in disaster, top to bottom.
But also, like, I don't know, look at the Atlanta Falcons, who do have a fortified offensive line, who did take a running back super high in Bijan Robinson, who do have arguably the best running back in the league, still can't even make the playoffs in the NFC South.
Yeah.
I mean,
I
the
just-
quarterbacks were hurt, though, and they had a prolific offense, Atlanta. When they played well,
they
they
did
played
have a
prime
great
time, they buried people.
It's just you will always have your opportunity to select a running back, a great running back. It doesn't have to be in the top 5. You could find them on
Just
day
like
2.
fantasy, you know?
Yeah, like there's.
I think this is a weird. This is a
Well, if
weird
Arizona
draft.
didn't take him when he got out of the top 10,
Good Lord.
if Arizona didn't take Love, is he getting out of the top 10?
No, I don't think so. No, I mean,
No, he's not. And it
probably
would've
goes
been-
fourth.
He probably goes 4th, and I'd
Right.
be having the same conversation.
but that speaks to his outlier talent, and maybe just don't overthink it. Draft the best guy, and it is what it is. We'll deal with our like.
That's kind of what it felt like. Kind of felt like, I don't want to say it was throwaway because he is the best player in the draft, but it was like, you know, guys, like, we don't really know what we want to do. We don't really know where we're at. So let's get the best guy.
It's a bit like the paradox of choice, where like the more, like I think about with streaming, you're going to watch a movie, there's a million things to watch, so you end up watching nothing. You're just trying to decide the entire time. They need everything, so in a weird way, nothing matters. Like they can just be like, whatever, dude. Let's just choose the best player. We need everything, so it does. Like we're not going to reach for positional need here.
What would you have done in that situation? You're the GM of the Cardinals at 3. What are you doing? I know what I'm doing.
I mean, everybody's going to say trade back.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah,
I'm trading back and letting someone up. I'm letting someone take Jeremiyah or Arvell, Reese at 3, and I'm fortifying the offensive line at 9 or 10. I'm hoping to pick up a first-round pick for next year. Building block.
All right.
I wonder if there was just no market.
And that's the other thing. I mean, we heard there was, but I don't know. But okay, I want to get to some of our home teams. Chief, we're here in Chicago. Bears, it was really in the entire run-up was pass rusher, D tackle, edge rusher. We got to get after the quarterback. And then they select the excellent safety that started at Purdue, finished at Oregon, Dillon. I used to say Thieneman. Then last night I was hearing Thieneman. Now I'm hearing Thieneman. I'm going to say we're gonna land on Thieneman for today's show. Dillon Thieneman, 25th overall. How we feel?
Look, he's fast. When he was at Purdue and creating all the turnovers, he was playing more of a center field free safety. He played a lot closer to the line of scrimmage, so he's versatile. He can do a lot of things. Production, tackles, kind of through the roof. Runs a 4.3. It was a position of need for the Bears because they lost Byard and the other and Brisker. So they go out and they get Kobe Bryant from Seattle, so you have a Super Bowl winning safety, and now you have a first-round pick safety. The secondary was such a disaster last year. I think he's a really good player, good value at that spot, and fills a need. And the defense was so bad. So that you're right, they do need help on the defensive line. They also need help at tackle. So they've got 2 picks today in the second round, but I love the pick here for the Bears. Handsome fella.
Very good
walking
looking.
I was about to say, not to point out the obvious, is this guy white?
Yep. Yeah, white
yeah,
DB, dude.
Dog.
White DB.
That's dog right there.
The what was it? And you got to remember, look, Dennis Allen, not the best head coach, very good D coordinator. Where's his? I mean, he's a defensive backs coach. Like secondary is where he made his name. I love this pick, and maybe this is just falling into groupthink, but like anytime you draft a guy lower that was significantly higher, like that always feels really good. Like the Bucks and Ruben Bain this morning.
This feels like the Ravens getting Kyle Hamilton.
Yeah.
Where it was like he was projected so high and then he slides to what? They got him at like 14.
Yeah.
Where Thieneman was projected in the teens. Somehow he slides to the Bears at 25. Probably the highest rated player left on their board. Also fit a position of need. So I like the pick, and I think it immediately helps the team get better.
Stu, did any other picks stand out or resonate with you from last night?
I think I mean there weren't that many surprises. My mock draft I had 4 people in Ohio State going in the top 10.
Yeah.
4 went in the top 11. So I don't think there were many super duper surprises. There weren't any really like sizzling. After the top 4 picks, there wasn't really anything there that you would go, oh my God, that's amazing.
I think
it was a very light draft.
It went too fast.
I mean,
it went
you think
so
so?
the pick was in. The pick was in.
Well, they went from
every
10
time.
minutes to 8 minutes. Thank God.
I
mean, and that 2 minutes per pick were amazing.
That was
because
what
I mean,
say. I love the fast. I love the
no,
fast.
had to be. I liked it a lot.
You
Nothing
wanted
stood
it to
out in my
last
mind.
forever.
Nothing stood out in my mind.
I was having
all
so
night
much
long.
fun with the Roan, Che, Gruden, Frank raging about the Mets silently. I didn't want that night to end. Are you kidding me? That's
I might be wearing
Thursday.
rose-colored glasses, but I think the Jets and Giants did phenomenal, and I think they're going to have productive years. What does that mean? What does that mean?
They're going to
6
improve.
and 9, 7 and 9, 8 and 9, 9 and 8. I'm in the clouds dreaming, but I pray to God the Jets and Giants have a great year.
I mean, the
and I
Giants'
love the draft.
defense is just full
They're
of
getting loaded
freaks
up.
at this point, dude. I would say, okay, as we go to break here, other picks, like you said, I think Ruben Bain going to Tampa.
Yeah.
You got to be
They
excited.
didn't think he would be there. They thought they were going to end up
that's
with
what I'm saying.
We already talked about
Solid
all the merch
player.
opportunities.
They had to be
for
over
that
the
one.
top.
Solid player.
And then I think, look, Mekhi Lemon going to Philly, A.J. Brown. That's
Gonzo,
happening.
he's
Yeah,
gone.
that's happening. They replaced
That was the craziest story of the night.
Yeah, so, okay, well, let's save it. We still got plenty more Wake Up Barstool. We still got to touch on NBA playoffs, NHL playoffs. Don't go anywhere. More WUB here on FS1.
That's a stud.
All right, guys, welcome back to Whoa.
We're back.
We're back, baby.
So back.
So back.
Never left.
Stu, so
Yes.
actually, no.
What?
No. I was going to ask you a question that was going to open the door for a classic Stu Feiner diatribe, but not yet.
Oh, okay.
Not yet. Later in the show.
You're right. A week from today, mulch is here. 60 yards worth of mulch being dumped on my front lawn. We scream, we yell. It's $1,000 breakfast. Everybody guzzles Stella Blue coffee, eats bagels from Bagel Hut, and we help all the landscapers. We take like a little shovel, go into the mulch. It's cocoa mulch, and mulch is here. And then next Wednesday, a week from this Wednesday, pool opens, and then first dive. May 15th. First off, I got to do a couple of weeks worth of projects in the pool, and then the pool will be 88, and then we're praying to God. Frank gets under 250. The end of August, he dives off the diving board because the diving board, you got to be under 250.
You got to be under, so I can't.
He's right there. He is right there. So yes. Did that open the can of worms?
No, that was perfect. That was perfect. I'm about to mulch up myself, so I'm
the
excited.
Smell of mulch.
I gotta get to the Stu Feiner pool.
I know. Dude. Hold on. All right, let's stay on the NFL draft for a little bit, and then hour number 2, we're gonna have plenty of room for mulch.
Where's Big T, by the way? I want to get my invitation to his wedding. He said to me he had problems mailing it in the mail, so when he saw me, he was gonna give it to me.
Yeah.
I hope he's not lying to me. I hope he just doesn't have the guts to say, Stu, we don't want you. We don't want you at the wedding. But because he loves me, you know.
Yeah.
Big T goes out of his way. He hugs me.
Yeah.
We snuggle up. He's like a burly man.
Yeah.
And I'm like half his size. I'm like a hobbit. He's like a giant human. And
he is a giant.
Smells good. And he knows a lot of people from Long Island. He's like best friends from So where's my invite?
All right. Well,
Big T, are you supposed to give it to me? I'm here. Where are you?
We'll confront him in the office today.
I feel very insecure. I feel very inadequate. I feel less than.
Stu, you are none of these things, and you know
I feel it though.
Are you as beloved as some of these receivers from last night? So let's get it.
Men want to be me, women want to be with me. That's all I got to say.
No surprise that Carnell Tate is the first receiver off the board. Maybe a bit of surprise that it's at 4 and he's the first Ohio State guy to go.
Yep.
But like anything to add on Tate? I mean, pretty much he was the accepted most NFL-ready guy amongst the bunch. Like least amount of concerns. No real injury history. Incredible route runner.
I think it's a good fit with Cam Ward, too. Wants to chuck it deep. Carnell's going to go down, get 50-50 ball. Cam Ward's going to escape, do his thing where he's super relaxed in the pocket, standing there looking all cozy, and he's going to find Carnell downfield. Yeah.
We kind of forgot about Cam Ward a little bit, I feel like, after last season. I don't understand why, but I still think he's a worthy number 1 pick, and I'll be interested to see how the game maybe slows down for him in year 2.
I'm a believer in some things are bigger than sports, and when I see the Titans social media team tweet out pictures of Cam Ward throwing the ball in the construction outfit, I kind of just think career's over. We got a lot of memes to use.
Who's their offensive coordinator?
We actually looked at this up last night, and Brian Daboll.
Right.
They finally got their uniform right. It's going to look great on Cam Ward.
You like that logo?
He's gonna have a great
I missed the frame.
I don't know.
No. Go back to the Houston Oilers kind of look. I think it's great.
Dable again's going to shine. Oh, I'm sorry to interrupt you there. He's going to shine as an offensive coordinator. He's going to do magic. Absolute magic.
Surprised that they got Solid to
where
agree
he should
to this.
be.
I'm a bit surprised they got Solid to agree to this with some of the defensive freaks.
There was a lot of Sonny Styles will not make it past Tennessee.
Yeah. What were you going to say, Meg?
Just every time I watch his highlights, I get really sad that he wasn't a Tiger.
Yeah, I know.
Every time I'm like, this dude should have been at wide receiver.
Okay.
Come on, you guys get all.
Yeah, we got all the best receivers. So
They
want everyone.
So take those off the board. Take those off the board.
As an LSU fan, it made me angry seeing Fernando Mendoza go in number 1 because I know he should have been an SEC boy.
No.
I know. When Bailey went number 2, I know he should have transferred in.
That was never going to fit.
Okay, what about Mendoza? Not nearly ratchet enough. No.
Mansour Delane didn't go high enough.
Could you imagine him hearing neck after he throws a touchdown?
No, Fernando's not ready for that.
He would do the little ears.
But then again, he's going to Vegas.
Yeah, but
Liam, look, they hear.
Yes,
Here they go,
this
dude.
is not good.
No, dude.
We will have so much use out of this in the fall. This is
Doing
this.
work.
So
okay,
this is a
so-
career ender.
So
Something's bigger
production-
than sports.
Production's asking why this is not good. The reasons are obvious. This is classic, like he's gonna fail and be working at construction. You know, like this will be memed to death if this does not work out
like
for the Titans.
It's like the Giants boat picture. It's never gonna.
It'll never go away. All right, but so
Come on, man.
next receiver off the board, Jordan Tyson goes to the Saints at 8. I'll say this. When it comes to draft picks, a lot of times, when it comes to life, I'm an optimist. I'm a glass half full guy. Draft picks are a bit like Schrodinger's cat. You don't actually know if the player is good or bad. I almost always lean towards good. Tyson's film is incredible when he's healthy. Arguably the best wide receiver in the entire draft. Now, of course, injuries are the concern. But I'll put this in the room. I don't know how to parse injuries. There's such an element
I'm not
of
a doctor.
luck. There's such an element of luck. I've seen guys get their knee exploded in college and then go on to never get hurt again in the NFL. I've seen guys that are never hurt go on to be consistently hurt. And so, I'm not going to overjudge. And also, I'm coming from the perspective of someone like you. Maybe you feel like I'm an idiot here, but like when you have a young quarterback that you believe in, every pick feels better.
Yep.
Like you're investing in Tyler Shuck, and that feels good.
It feels like we're starting to trend in a better direction than what we have the last couple of years.
And it's an exciting pick. This ain't a vegetable pick. This is like a sexy steak coming out sizzling on a buttery plate here.
He looks like a saint.
And when he was at his best, again, the film is unbelievable. He tore the ACL a couple years ago, showed the ability to bounce back from it. And I know Saints fans are worried because Chris Olave's dealt with a lot of injuries, missed a lot of times. You're like, oh, we're just doing this again. But again, I just don't know. Like, it's what if he doesn't get hurt? What if he doesn't get hurt? Then he's going to be awesome, and he stretches the field.
You're having shoulder issues, aren't you?
Yeah.
And in your life, did you have shoulder issues?
I had. So okay, that's actually not a bad example. I had 2 shoulder surgeries in high school, 2 labrum tears. Never had a problem with it in college. Not a single issue. Now it's cooked, and I have to get a shoulder replacement. And
well beyond your playing days.
But well beyond my playing days. Yeah, exactly. Right.
Exactly.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. So, look, the Saints with Shuck last year.
Guy can't even lay mulch anymore.
Very efficient. I can still lay mulch. I just can't lift my arm up here.
The human body is an enigma. It's all different for all of us, and we're not all going to get hurt. I had 3 shoulder surgeries. I ain't had one since. I'm in the prime of my career.
Have you really had 3 surgeries
Yeah.
for tennis?
No, I've never played tennis. Yeah.
What did you have shoulder surgery for?
I had the thing on the assist on the growth plate.
Oh, okay.
Surgery,
I thought it was
break
like
arm
a
surgery.
good
Yeah. Fun
didn't
series
know
of it.
about.
But I've been chilling since, and I'm in the prime of my career, and I haven't got hurt yet with
yeah,
anything aside from when I scraped my knee on the
running the 40.
Yeah.
Okay.
No one better at half-court shots.
That was a little embarrassing, Liam.
Yeah, exactly.
He's the best half-court shot guy in the company.
Tyler Shuck, he might not be the youngest guy, but all this guy's gonna do is huck it all around the field with Olave and Tyson. Tyson's a 50-50 ball savant. The splash tape, Gruen says, some of the most fun splash tape he's ever seen. The way he high points the football so well. He doesn't float, he levitates. This is incredible. I'm so excited for you guys. I'm so excited because I know what happens in the gambling cave. It's gonna be Big Cat Shuck ladders all over again, and we're going to have so much fun watching Jordan Tyson's first 60-yard touchdown.
Mincy's going to hit 50 bombs.
Good for Mincy in this case.
Kellen Moore knows offense.
Yep.
The entire offseason for the New Orleans Saints has been built around the evident fact that they fully believe in Shuck. They go get Etienne from Jacksonville, so they got their franchise running back. Now they add receiver. They've invested in the offensive line for the past 5 years. So, yes, the defense, they lost a lot. We'll see what ends up happening, but the offense is going to be great. It's going to be sexy. It's going to be fun. I like Jordan Tyson there.
He plays every part of wide receiver, too. He could line up anywhere. He's a mismatched nightmare. I'm very happy for you guys. And then
Mekhi Lemon at 20. Next receiver off the board. So I actually really like Lemon. I know he's not the tallest receiver, but he's just pure muscle. And nowadays you don't have to be a tall receiver. Like we have countless examples of height maybe not mattering as much as we thought when it comes to route running. He's a guy, Liam. What I love, when you were playing USC, you knew the ball was going to Lemon.
Yeah.
And he would still get open. He would still fight guys. He would still manage to come down with the plays. And yeah, he's weird, but I don't mind my wide receivers being psychologically weird.
And you gotta slither a little when you talk about Mekhi Lemon. Don't forget that.
But that's in his route running. He's deceptive. He's got a little snake to him.
Yeah, he was slithering.
No, I know.
When he was
At the
answering
combine,
questions.
I remember.
Yeah. I think he's got great change of pace, and his pacing and his route running is very good. His tempo. My only concern here is he could kill it and crush it over the middle of the field. Does Jalen Hurts want to take those shots?
Yeah,
over
so
the middle
we're back
of the field?
to square one here.
Correct. And this ended up being the most fascinating part of the draft was that Mekhi Lemon was on the phone with the Pittsburgh Steelers, being drafted by the Steelers. When the Eagles were trying to call Mekhi Lemon, couldn't get on the phone with Mekhi because Mekhi's on the phone with the Steelers, with their in-state rival. And then they go up, trade up, still take Lemon, even though they never got the clarification. I think it's a banana story.
Did you see what the?
That's why they need the CD Lamb 2 phone situation.
Yeah.
You know, we gotta have 2.
Did you see? Did you see what the Eagles social team put out as well? Go Flyers!
Yeah.
Not satisfied with beating down the Penguins, they then literally stole their draft pick they're on the phone with them. That's just good, clean fun, city rivalries. And then look, the final receiver to go there. Oh, I guess that's not true because Omar Cooper ends up going. But Casey Concepcion, the guy's been a freak at NC State. He was great at A&M.
love that name.
Now it's a great name.
It just feels
now he's going to Cleveland. But here's the question, guys. Could Deshaun Watson be back?
We've
Could
talked
Deshaun
about that
Watson
4
be
times
back,
already.
dude? I know that
no one thinks that.
They have a
We've had our
great
full of them.
defense. They have a great defense. He's now going to be protected by Fano, who's going to be, I think, a really good player no matter where he ends up. He gets some wide receiver help with Concepcion, and maybe it's Shadussy. I don't know, but Concepcion, I think, is going to be a hit.
I love the versatility that he brings to the table, and I think if you get the bright offensive minds to connect with him and Harold Fannin and what Fan was able to do in so many different roles, how they utilize Judkins in so many different roles, there's 3 big-time threats there, and I think you could have a lot of fun with them.
They should trade for J.J. McCarthy and go to the Super Bowl.
That's a terrible idea.
No, that's what they should do.
That's you 9 guys are. It's impressive the belief that y'all have. Y'all are zealots. Y'all are like religious zealots. Nothing can convince you otherwise. Real quick here. Next quarterback off the board. Is it going to be Sussy for Nussy, or is it going to be Carson Beck, Liam?
I think we're going to find out today.
It's a good point.
I really don't know. So I know
It's going to be Beck.
You think Beck?
100%.
You think Beck?
100%.
I'm all in. All my chips are in on Carson Beck.
Okay.
I was.
I like Carson Beck. I really do. I like him.
I think it's probably Beck because his size.
It's not just that, but I mean, obviously, Nuss played the entire year with the cyst on his back that just happened to find out, which could have been, a big deal if they looked at that a little earlier.
Stock down to LSU Medical Department, no doubt.
Brian Kelly's fault.
I don't love hearing that a lot of the NFL kind of views Nussy as a backup. That really disheartens me. Turn on the 24 tape and
Nussy will be
unlock
fine.
the true talent. I hope so. I'm sussy too for Nussy.
Rudy did a great job in his little quarterback thing, like showing exactly who Nuss is.
I agree.
I want him to be a Ram.
Yeah.
All right. We got to go to break, guys. Coming up in hour number 2. By the way, hashtag AskWub. If you want to get your questions in, we're going to get the playoff talk. We got Smash or Pass. We got more draft talk. It's all happening here on Wake Up Barstool. What's happening, y'all? Welcome back to Wake Up Barstool. So a very fun hour 1 in which we broke down the first round of the NFL draft. Looking forward to the rest of it, even though, look, round 1 is just, it's an event. It's awesome. What else, though? It's a great time on the sports calendar because we got NBA playoffs. We also have NHL playoffs. And, I mean, imagine this. NHL delivering once again, overtime games all over the place, small margins deciding everything. The Sabres get one back on the road last night. Chief, what stood out to you most here in the early goings-on?
You were supposed to give me bets, by the way. You never texted me.
That's on me.
Bad guy, Chief.
That's my bad.
Bad guy.
Hands up.
Bad hockey guy.
You
Bad
too.
friend. Bad friend. I love this Buffalo-Boston series. I'm shocked by what the Flyers are doing. I thought that would be
Really?
Yeah, to sweep the Penguins? Sweep?
Yeah, fair.
Looks like the Penguins have given up.
It looks like they're just too old and too slow.
Yeah.
Yep.
Philly's a young team. They're motoring. I'm looking at that Buffalo-Boston series, and it's like that quadrant of the bracket. I think the Eastern Conference finalists will come out of that. I'm dying to see a Buffalo-Montreal matchup in the second round. I hope we get there. And then, it looks like the Avs are going to coast. I don't know what to make of this Oilers-Ducks series, Blutman.
McDavid maybe played the worst playoff game of his life in Game 2,
At home.
is insane. Hurts the ankle as well.
Yep.
The pizza, there was a rotisserie chicken on the ice. This is an insane series.
Yeah, and this is like an underrated little rivalry. You have former Blackhawks GM Stan Bowman, former Blackhawks coach for the Ducks is Joel Quenneville. They don't particularly like each other.
Yeah.
I'm a Quenneville guy. I'm hoping the Ducks get through. But it's been awesome so far. I think, the best series is that Dallas-Minnesota one. And
Whoa. What about Montreal-Tampa?
that one's great too. But I think that those a Stanley Cup champion could come out of that series.
Out of Dallas, Dallas, Minnesota.
Out of Dallas and Minnesota.
So I was gonna ask because the Avalanche look so dominant. They're rolling. I was gonna ask because do you view the Avalanche kind of like how people view the Thunder in the NBA right now? 100%. So you're Colorado through and through still.
Yeah, Vasilevsky could stand on his head, and Tampa Bay could go all the way and beat Colorado. I don't think so. I think it's Buffalo, Colorado, and Colorado in 4. I think they'll sweep Buffalo.
I think Vasilevsky's a little bit washed up.
He is
I
too.
think he's cooked.
Listen. I watched him beat. I watched him beat the Islanders. I watched him beat. win 2 Stanley Cups.
Oh,
That
I
was
know.
a different man. That was
You
back
can never
surgery.
say someone's washed up that has 2 Stanley Cups. Listen, he
Well,
isn't
you
what he
can't.
was, but one day all of a sudden he makes 40 saves and they get hot.
Yeah.
Hot goaltender wins the cup. But I still think it's going to be Buffalo, Colorado in 4.
Yeah, I think that the X factor potentially the winner of the Minnesota Dallas series, they will have an edge in goaltending over Colorado. So
Colorado hasn't done much in this series.
I mean, LA
against
put one in their own net last night. Colorado doesn't need any help.
The shame is in this format, you have 2 of the best 4 or 5 teams playing each other in the first round, and then they have to play the best team in the National Hockey League. We gotta fix the format. What this format does is generate so much excitement in the first round. That's great. We need these matchups to happen naturally, though, authentically. There's no reason Dallas and Minnesota should be playing each other in the first round. There's really no reason Carolina and Ottawa should be playing each other in the first round. Carolina's just dumbing Ottawa. I don't know, tough.
Yeah, I don't know. I think it's been very fun. The first round is great. And, Stu, I think Buffalo might just have the magic. They seem like they've got something. You have Alex Lyon, backup goalie, coming in last night. Looked great. So they just got it. They got the D. They got the depth scoring. They're fast. They're physical. They got a lot of little playoff rats. Josh Doan. They seem like they came out of nowhere this year, but they're built for it. They have that
great size.
Potentially a stupid
talented.
question. Are you just allowed to throw whatever on the ice? You said there was a rotisserie.
Yeah.
So you
No.
can just toss out.
Yeah,
They're allowed to, but
It's like hats.
hockey fans love to throw stuff on the ice.
A
dude.
rotisserie chicken gets thrown on the ice, and the commentator's like, did that come from the crowd?
I can get behind that. Like a rotisserie chicken gliding on the ice.
Detroit would always do the octopus for goals.
I'm in. I love that.
Nashville does a catfish.
They did away
all
with
this
the
stuff's
octopus.
fun.
They pat you down now. They
I
don't
know,
want that.
but I think if the Wings ever get back in the playoffs, which
I'll
who
make
knows
it.
if
There was
they-
an octopus there 2 weeks ago.
I saw that social media video.
Yeah.
The guy saran wrapped it to his belly.
Right, I mean, they have to be
Sneak it in.
creative.
Yeah.
You know what I'm
You
saying?
gotta have some real love for your team if you're sneaking in something that's stinky.
That'd be terrible. Okay, as we wrap up here, predictions round 2 matchup that you're most looking forward to.
Colorado versus whoever they play.
Okay.
Montreal, Buffalo.
That would be awesome too. Those are
Montreal,
the right,
Buffalo, 2 starving fan bases.
Yeah.
those are the right answers.
All right, there you go, guys. And coming up next here on WUP, let's get to a little NBA playoffs. The Knicks.
Oh,
CJ
God.
McCollum. Stewie!
Minnesota.
The Knickerbockers. What's going on? Coming up next. More Wake Up Barstool. All right, guys. Welcome back to Wake Up Barstool. We talked NHL. Now let's move to the association, which, whatever. It's always like NFL versus NBA. There's room for everything here. And the NBA starting to heat up a little bit. We're getting some upsets. Storylines starting to change. But look, the number one storyline is no doubt what happened last night in Knicks-Hawks. Knicks losing the entire game. They fight all the way back. They do everything they need to take the lead late. And then maybe the most random feeling villain of the entire NBA playoffs, CJ McCollum.
He's back.
Buries the Knicks
So back.
once again.
So back.
Last second shot to take the lead. And
Oh, my gosh.
Jalen Brunson, who's so good, so clutch, loves these situations, just has a disaster of a final possession.
The last 20 seconds, turned over the ball,
Yep.
and then airmailed it. I mean,
Knicks don't even
so
get a shot off.
uncharacteristic for him.
Very
Cost me
uncharacteristic.
a 3-0 sweep.
And
Had the Timberwolves outright, wrapped this outright, and all my money was on the Knicks. I mean, it was one of the most gut-wrenching losses I've ever had in my life because I counted the money. Went up by 4. All right, we came all the way back. It's over. Knicks are back. Come back. Beat them Saturday, beat them Tuesday. Let's go. And now you just don't know.
You know what's crazy to me, too, is McCollum is so locked in right now. The degree of difficulty on that shot is absurd, and yet the second it left his hand, you knew it was going in.
Well, he's a great player.
He's one of the most pure scorers of his
He's one
generation.
of the greatest pure scorers ever. He was,
Yeah.
hurt. He missed like 3 years, or parts of almost 4 years.
He was good
Not
with the
being healthy.
Pelicans. Nobody watched, but he was still good.
Great.
Never knew
The only
he played
Pelicans
for the
game
Pelicans.
I
Great
went
with
to.
the Pelicans.
Yes,
He was great.
It's of course the Pelicans are such a terrible franchise. It was the only time that he never made the playoffs in his career.
John
but
Wall and him were on the Wizards, right? Same time, right?
Now that no, you're thinking of Bradley Beal. You're thinking of
Bradley Beal and him were on the same time, right?
But yes, but
Right.
McCollum.
But he was hurt, McCollum.
But McCollum, he's
And then
again,
Beal was terrible.
pure scorer. He's been fantastic this series. The Knicks, though, where's the panic meter at now, man?
10.
Yeah.
10. Listen, Coach Brown is garbage. Let's call a spade. Let's call a spade a spade. He's
Did
garbage.
you want to get rid of Thibodeau? Were
No,
you?
absolutely not. How is that possible?
Okay.
It wasn't Tibbs' fault. I mean, Coach Brown has to get the ball to Cat in the paint every time.
They did that game number
Jalen doesn't want to. Jalen's playing a hero ball. Come on, Jalen.
That's what I don't understand. In game 1, they closed that out with Karl Anthony Towns making a ton of plays.
No one can
down the
stop
stretch.
him. No
And
one
then
can
now
guard him. He's an
disappeared.
anomaly. He's a freak.
So, yeah, Knicks
A
fans.
10. No, a 10. We could lose this series.
Okay.
And it also shows you they're vulnerable. How they beaten the Cavs if the Cavs come out. How they beaten the Celtics if the Celtics come out. They're not.
Yeah.
No, they're absolutely not. I don't know what I'm watching here. Atlanta has a lot of shooters. They're very underrated, but I don't like Coach Brown's game plan. I don't like the 5 men he puts on the floor certain times. He sits Cat and sits Jalen at the same time. That is terrible. I mean, it really is.
It is crazy, too, that, this is a Hawks team. You get rid of Trae Young, and then all they did was get incredible afterwards.
Well coached.
Yeah, very, very. Yeah, Quinn Snyder. That's one of the best.
He's very smart.
All right, so maybe the other interesting element last night, and very similar in some ways, the T-Wolves now. Look, it's playoff time once again.
Ant-Man.
And what did you know? Ant's back. He looks healthy. And look, the T-Wolves, back-to-back Western Conference Finals? They're looking like everybody wants to talk Thunder. Can the Spurs challenge them? T-Wolves kind of saying, not so fast, dude. We're still here.
Yeah, and they've had a great deadline too. They picked up Ayo Dosunmu from the Bulls. He's been a nice fit there. They look like a solid team. I do think the NBA, unlike the NHL, just doesn't really get going until you get to the conference finals. Like these all kind of seem like they all feel like play-ins to a degree. And then it's going to be Thunder Spurs and Celtics against whoever, and then I think that's when it really ramps up.
Well, Saturday. Oh, I'm sorry. Go
Go ahead, Meg.
When Professor Beers was here, what was his what was his predictions?
Spurs Celtics, I think.
Are we on the line of what Professor Beers was thinking?
I don't know. I mean, this was everybody's #1 series, and the result last night wasn't an exciting point differential, but it's very exciting. I think.
Because he took Nuggets, correct?
No, I think he did. I think he did Spurs. But I mean, to me, the West is the Thunder. It's like who can challenge?
No one can beat the Thunder. No one can beat the Thunder in the East either. Let's be real. I mean, Celtics are not beating the Thunder. Nobody's beating the Thunder. If Jay Williams J-Dub plays well, you can't guard them. They have two. They are 10 men deep.
Yeah.
They are so deep, and their defense is locked down.
Yeah.
When they need to lock you down, they lock you down. You know what I mean? You're not scoring. And
that's
you're
the
not
difference.
scoring.
But nobody can stop Wemby.
Oh yeah, here you go, Meg. So
there we go. That's
he did
Well,
pick
right now
Hawks.
he might have stopped himself by crashing his head on the parquet floor and bouncing it.
No,
You know,
I know.
Yeah.
The Wemby, the entire, in many ways, a lot of like casual fan interest rests on Wemby's chin.
Yeah.
Can he come back? Can he be healthy? Because significantly less exciting if not. But yeah, I mean, look, Professor Beers looks like he may be onto something with Atlanta there. Again, T-Wolves though, they just show up this time of year, and if you're talking about stopping Jokic. Like, that's why you have Rudy Gobert.
How did that not?
Yeah.
I know everybody's all about Wemby, Defensive Player of the Year, but, like, Gobert's always there.
How did his face not break?
Yeah, I don't know.
mean,
Like,
that
how
was-
did he not
He's
break
like
his
9
chin?
feet
I mean, that was
tall.
very crazy.
His bones have to be made of, like, glass.
He does seem like he would have bird bones.
Yeah,
Like
it's
hollow.
hollow.
Yeah, hollow little
100%.
bird bones.
It's amazing that doesn't happen more often, to be honest with you.
Yeah.
Look, I think, Chief, you're talking about it doesn't matter to the conference finals. I don't agree with that. Still, the margin of victories have been a bit too swingy still, although last night's Knicks-Hawks was incredible. But the results are interesting.
Well, the playoffs
even
open,
Toronto getting one back last night.
The playoffs open Saturday, favorites 4-0. Sunday, favorites 3-1. Since then, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, dogs outright. So anything's possible right now.
So we're seeing, I mean, that's the effect of a 7-game series. We're seeing the chess match take place in front of our eyes.
100%. It looked like favorites all year, though, and now dogs are barking loud, which is great for me.
So do you think that the favorites punch back then, or do they counter the counter, like they're coming into this weekend?
No.
So you think the dogs are going to keep this run going
100%.
here?
Any team can beat anybody any night. You know, the Rocket-Laker game is very interesting because they bet the Lakers game 1, they bet the Lakers game 2.
And by they, do you mean the Sharps? Who are you talking about?
The world.
Okay.
Public, Sharps, everyone. And now they're betting the Lakers again tonight, game 3. You know, they're taking that 8.5 like it's stealing money.
Be on the other side then, I assume?
You know something? I mean, I've been wrong with I had the Lakers in game 1. I had the Rockets in game 2, so I lost there. I mean, my numbers show the Rockets should murder the Lakers tonight. I mean, they should blow them out, but, you know, that's not what I'm seeing. I mean, the Lakers are playing like a different team.
There's a reason why
Without
they
2
go back to
elite
Vegas.
players, without 50 points.
There's a reason that they kicked you out of Vegas, Stu.
Shout out,
This
Stu.
could be the reason.
And by the way, a week from this Friday, Saturday, Sunday, I think I'm going to be in Vegas. I'm going to Max's bachelor party. Me and Sandy and my 2 other friends were going to see Fish Saturday, Sunday in the Sphere at the Wynn, and then his bachelor party's that day.
Oh, it's going to be
so
fantastic.
I don't know what's going to go down, but I'm up for the bachelor party. Shout out, Max. I love you.
Wait, you're not bringing Mincy to Fish with you, Stu?
Absolutely not. Although me and Mincy went out to dinner after the draft yesterday. 3rd straight time Mintz went in his pocket. I could not pay.
He's a new man.
3rd straight time.
He's a new man, dude.
Too.
Oh, he
gone
would have
yet,
treated you. He feels so good with money in the bank. He feels so good with money in his pocket.
It's only
A
been like
secure
47
Mitz
years.
is a dangerous Mitz. I mean, he's gorgeous. He's going to run the Chicago Marathon again.
Hair looks great.
But he plays the
that.
poor man. Mintz has millions of dollars coming to him and his sister. I don't want to start it, but, you know, he ain't no broke star. He's got 100 acres, 114 acres to be exact. It's in the family. Him and his sister whacking it up. Nobody cried for Ben Mintz.
Let's not go too deep on history there.
All right. Let's. So,
Bing.
NHL playoffs shaping up.
Yeah.
NBA playoffs getting more interesting by the day. I still want to see what this Lakers team is going to do. If when they get Luka back, they get Reeves back. If they can finish this out, like maybe LeBron's got one run left in, and remains to be seen. Coming up next, let's talk gambling. We got our gambling girl Megan making money. We got the source, Stu Feiner.
Let's go.
Gonna give you strats, plays, how you should approach this weekend. It all comes up next. Remember, hashtag AskWub on Twitter. We'll get your questions as well. I love you too. Here we go. Our gambling experts, guys. We got the source. Okay, he's been doing it for decades. And we got a newcomer to the party, Megan making money. She has been in fuego with her picks lately.
On fire.
Let's head to the money corner. Megan, take it away.
You gotta look at this graphic, Stu.
Oh, yeah, here we
the
go,
best.
dude.
And
Love
then-
this.
Then the lights should be happening.
Love
at
it.
some point.
Oh, yeah, there we go, baby.
That's how you know it's a party. All right, so last week I was a little discombobulated, trying to give you guys way too much information. However, if you decided to pick and choose through the information I gave you, you could have had a winning weekend. I personally went 6-1.
There we go. There we go.
83% 6-1.
He knows.
83%.
He knows the percentages. I don't. So what I'm going to try to do is give you guys a nice juicy parlay where you have action all day long.
Okay,
and
let's
again,
go.
you can pick and choose. If you don't like the numbers, if you don't like the props, you can change from a hit, run, RBI. You can change it to a total bases. You can completely scrap a couple of these guys. But first off, we're going to go with the Guardians on the money line. Gavin Williams, who is pitching for the Guardians, is coming off a solid 11K performance.
Okay.
And meanwhile, Max Scherzer, everybody knows that name, the old Bulldog, hasn't been playing so well. Not well at all, in fact. Matter of fact, giving up 13 earned runs, 4 home runs, and just over 16 innings. Can you believe that? Max
He's
Scherzer.
garbage. I hate him.
Not just that.
Hate him. Ruin the Mets.
But they are going against the Blue Jays, who are down Addison Berger, Alejandro Kirk, and one of my favorite players, George Springer. So Guardians money line will be the first play for me on the day. Up next, we got Freddie Peralta, 7+ Ks.
Shut up, Mets.
Shut up.
Are you genuinely that happy about the Mets here, Stu?
I love the Mets.
Okay.
However,
April means nothing. Talk to me after the All-Star
Okay.
break.
so I don't,
After the All-Star break.
Dude, Stu,
I love
there's
the
never,
Mets.
Stu, there's
Hey,
never
I'm a
been a
Mets
team.
fan.
There's never been a team to make the postseason after losing 12 in a row.
They won 2 in a row now. How about a team that loses 12 in a row and wins 12 in a row?
do you want,
Shut up,
Okay,
Soda.
Megan,
do you want to make some money or
Yes,
not?
yes, I apologize,
So, gentlemen, quiet.
You're right, I'm
Class
sorry.
is in session.
Yes,
I
ma'am.
don't usually like taking a picture at this price, 7+. That's a lot of Ks. However, Freddie Peralta has done this in 2 out of his 5 starts this season, and he's going against the Colorado Rockies, who have the highest strikeout percentage in the major league. So we're
Okay.
gonna go here and take Freddie Peralta, 7+ Ks. Up next, you have Bryce Harper, 2+ hits, runs, and RBIs. Obviously, very, very hot.
That's a fun
Phillies
bet.
hitter.
I wasn't even aware that you could bet that. That's great.
Yeah, he's homered twice in his last, 4 games. Also leads the team in RBIs. He's had 10 in the last month. He's also going against a right-handed pitcher who he absolutely destroys as a lefty. Last on the docket, we have Rafael Devers. Same bet here. Again, we're going to go with the very hot hand. His last game, he went 4 for 4, 2 home runs, a double, and 5 RBIs. Right now, this parlay pays out at +940, giving my best Vanna White impression.
Let's
right here.
go, dude. Look at that.
And you
Make
can go
some
put
money.
that in right now and hopefully make some money with me today. Now, Stu, you got anything?
10-1.
Love Mets here. Love the Giants here. Love Mets Giants. Let's parlay Mets Giants. Ready to roll, ready to roll, ready to roll.
Stu, what about you? As you enter a weekend like this, there's
Correct.
a billion different things you could bet on,
Correct.
a billion different ways you could bet on said things.
Right.
Give us some kind of general strategies, what you're thinking, where you're heading.
All right, first of all, gambling is for the rich to have fun and
Yep.
lose money. We
Yes.
always know that, okay?
Yep.
You play with meaningless money that you could flush down the toilet.
Yep.
So you could gamble every day, have fun, never get in trouble,
Responsibly.
never compromise
Yep.
your life, your physical, emotional, spiritual state. So that's 1, 2,
I don't
3,
know
4.
about that.
Saying this, what I try to do is load up on 1 game a week.
Ooh.
One game a week. Like,
Meanwhile, I'm spraying the
I wrote something to put in Big Cat and PFT's book, Pardon My Take. They're coming out with the book, and by the grace of God, Big Cat called me and said, Stu, we don't have a Stu. So I wrote 2 pages of stuff, and they never forget it. 2016, first time I met Big Cat, PFT, and Hank, and it was the first Pardon My Take I was on. I was been on like 7 times, the first one, and I'm explaining to these guys, one game a week, and they're just going like this. It's not how we do it. We spray the board. We bet every single game, every single day, and that's how we do it. I'm like, it's impossible to win. So what I like to tell people is to minimize the amount of bets you do.
So if you're legitimately not just playing for entertainment, but if you're playing to try to win, again, responsibly, the strategy is the big sweat.
90 games a week for meaningless money, mean absolutely nothing, flush down the toilet money, have fun, dance, hang out, eat, drink, party. But one game a week is for real money. Yes, that's how professional gamblers
So what's the one game this weekend? What are we looking at? Well, I mean, you know.
I think, you know something.
You got to pay to play, guys.
I'm going to die with the Rockets tonight again. I'm going to lay the 8.5. It makes absolutely no sense. There's not a reason in the world to bet the Rockets. There's 0 reasons. None. Zip, 0. I'm laying the number. Rockets!
Stu always says, if it smells and looks bad, play it.
Play it.
Let's go, baby.
Play it.
That's the source. That's Megan making money. That's the money corner, guys. Get ready. All right. Remember, #AskWub on Twitter. Get your questions at the end of the show. We got Smash or Pass coming up next. My favorite boat, the Poseidon.
The bridges are open.
Look at that, dude. More Wake Up Barstool on the other side. What are the bridges open?
They got to they open up and the boats go through.
What's happening, y'all? Welcome back to Wake Up Barstool here on FS1. I don't know, Liam, you good? Somebody just crashed to the ground.
Eyes definitely broke my mic.
Okay, no, you're good. We
ya.
can still hear it, so you're good to go.
Technical
How can we
difficulties?
still hear it?
Oh, my ear.
Oh, the IFB is here. Okay, sorry, distraction. It's time for Smash or Pass NFL Draft Edition with an appetizer of college football.
Ooh.
Whoops. There it is, guys. All right, so we're going to start with Kalen DeBoer here. He signed a big contract extension with Alabama, 7 years, $87.5 million, $12.5 million per year. Liam, are you smashing or passing this extension?
I'm staring at it. I'm not doing either yet.
That sounds like a pass. If
not.
you're staring at the food and you're not eating it, that sounds like a pass.
I'm considering, but I'm not partaking yet. I mean, what does
Smells good.
What does an extension even mean anymore? This doesn't mean anything.
It means nothing.
Kalen DeBoer gets an extension because he was snooping around with a few other schools because he's got a strong desire in USC. So Alabama gives him a little more money right now. Alabama fans could run him out of town if they want, if he wins 8 games, 9 games this season, and they're dissatisfied. I love Kalen DeBoer. I think he's an excellent coach. I question the fit of Alabama, but this means nothing.
I'm passing on this, and it is funny, like what an economically broken mindset we have entered in college football.
Yep.
Where that is basically what all my Bama friends said, was like, they didn't care because even if he sucks, we'll find a way to pay him. If you fire him, he gets 90% of the remaining contract. So you're basically saying we don't even really believe in this guy necessarily, but F it. We're going to give him all this money. He's going to make more per year than Nick Saban ever made. And if we have to pay him $60 million to go away, sure. I think LSU set a really bad precedent.
Weird timing.
LSU broke people's brains. Very weird timing. Came out of
I wanted to
nowhere.
just be quiet and sit back after you were like starting on that whole tangent. You know, like, oh, he gets 90% of what he makes. If blah blah blah. I'll
No, I mean, look. Glass houses. Glass, like we just. What I'm saying is, we helped break everybody's brain because we showed that where there's a will, there's a way. Shout out Kalen DeBoer, though.
Louisiana, though. You know?
Shout out Kalen DeBoer, because my guy got paid. How about this too, Stu? In the contract, his non-business private jet hours went up from, I think, 33 to 65. So now he gets 65 hours a year for the PJ for vacations.
How many did Brian Kelly get to go golf?
As much as he wanted, obviously.
His agent did a great job.
As always.
Yeah.
I mean, he's
Is
been
he a
an
sexy
underachiever.
Or an Armstrong. Sorry, go ahead, Stu.
He's been an underachiever. I mean, you know.
Without a doubt.
I mean, he's been a disaster.
And that's the thing. Like, no Alabama fans wanted him extended. It's just kind of a commentary on the broken nature of college football economics. All right. let's get into the food. So the NFL draft is in Pittsburgh. So we went with some traditional Pittsburgh-based foods. And we start.
Kadek's not here.
I know, right? I know, what the hell. It starts with the Primanti Bros. This is a sandwich with French fries on it.
Smash.
Duh, easy. I mean, I don't know if that's gimmicky. Like, that would taste great.
Yeah.
It's an easy smash.
I'd try it.
You try it?
Yeah, it's not jumping off the screen to me, but I'd try it.
I feel
Is
like
that
the
lettuce
bread
or
needs to
onion?
be-
What about that?
It's
Is
like
not
cabbage.
It's cabbage, so it's like a coleslaw situation.
Yeah, it's like a vinaigrette coleslaw or whatever.
I would try it. I would.
those fries on the side.
Yeah, I'll smash.
I think
y'all are tepidly smashing.
the idea of it is better than I think what it tastes like.
I also think
So
not to throw
I'll
production under the
pass.
bus. I feel like they have constantly given us terrible pictures of this food.
That's a good picture. Y'all are crazy.
I can't see the picture, but
The
I'll
bread
eat
needs
it.
to be
I've never seen anything I didn't like and I didn't eat. Shout out, I eat everything.
Stu is an eternal smash. All right, coming up next, dude, we got pierogies.
Smash.
Oh,
Yeah.
oh God, I love pierogies.
Stu, you got to go to this place, Kasha's. It's not far from here. Best
I
pierogi
love
in the city.
pierogies.
Best pierogi in the
I've
city.
never had a pierogi.
Do we pick
Really?
I need a T-Bob tries.
I ordered some to the office last week.
Well, Sandy is Polish, and I'm Jewish, so my mother used to make pierogies. Sandy used to make pierogies. Shout out pierogies.
So what's stuffed in there?
Potato.
Okay.
Well, you could do different
All
ones,
kinds
though.
of different things, yeah.
you
You got
could
any
do like
meat,
a
maybe
meat one
coming in there?
Yeah,
Yep.
like I ordered meat ones to the office last week. I had like bacon sausage. It was really good.
When I say pierogi, I'm straight potato pierogi. That's it.
I'll say this. Look, it's not hard for me to smash here because I love pigs and blankets. I love kolaches. I love meat pies.
And
What's
Shout
that
out
kolache?
Nakadish
I don't
meat
know what a
pies.
kolache
That's
is.
from the South.
Same deal. It's just a
Meat pie?
a bread roll with
Yeah.
bacon and cheese or sausage and
What's
cheese.
better is whenever you have like the pepper jelly with like the spicy inside.
That's what I'm
Boudin.
saying. Like, yeah, like
This
one of these
A
is a
pepper
turtle
jelly,
smash.
This whole
boudin, pepper
family.
jack cheese, kolache. Get it in my mouth.
That's
This whole
the best.
family's excellent. You could throw in the toasted raviolis,
Oh,
kind of
yeah, I
like
do
these
love
things.
toasted
The kreplach from the Jewish
Oh,
side of
shout out
things.
kreplach.
Yeah, like all this stuff's
I don't know
good.
crap
Even the British
ain't
one, they'll take
Jewish.
the beef stew from last night, fold it in,
very good.
shake it up.
You get it, Stu.
There are some. It's just an eternal truth. Okay, smash. What do we got next on the list here? We got Saries.
Yeah.
Can't.
Pittsburgh
Oh, sorry.
style.
My bad. I skipped. Pittsburgh style skate.
Yeah.
Which
Yeah.
is raw on the inside, right?
No.
That's where
It's-
Kadek
yes.
messed this up. All it is they do it really, really, really hot on the outside, so it gets that nice
Crust.
black char crust, and then you can get it cooked however.
Yeah,
you
you still
want.
order your doneness. So
Yeah.
I'll say medium rare Pittsburgh,
Pittsburgh
style.
Okay, smash.
Yeah,
Yes.
it's the best.
fantastic.
When my wife's grandpa, who's from Pittsburgh, told me about Pittsburgh style, it changed my life. I've never not been to a nice steakhouse and not ordered.
Whenever I was
Pittsburgh
waiting
style
tables,
since.
the first time I heard it, I was like, "What does that mean?" And then they brought, like, I got my steak. Oh, not mine, but I
Yeah,
wanted
yeah.
it
You,
to be nice
you like
so
that.
I don't.
People might pay extra for you to lick the steak on the way to the table.
Look, that's a business I'll be willing to put myself in.
I don't like the color of the broccoli. Looks super artificial. It looks like the green of the Chicago
Focus on the
relish.
steak. Are you
Well,
smashing
I'm not
the
steak.
bacon?
I'm not steak.
I just
Okay,
wanna
so pass
I
the
think production's doing a great job with your stuff.
That does not look like a.
That's fresh broccoli.
The only thing I would say about this is I like to have more char than
Yeah, this doesn't look as Pittsburgh as
Like,
I-
yeah, that's not
it's
Pittsburgh
black
enough.
on the outside.
I'd be
Stu, are you-
chewing
Oh,
that for
dang, I
3
love
hours.
that.
Are you a Pittsburgh style guy?
Yes, I love that. I'd put that on my belly and just eat it watching TV.
Yeah,
Like,
it's
I don't even need a
fantastic.
plate. Just rip it and.
I think, too, I don't know if this is true, but I think the origin of it is like steel workers. You know, you bring a steak to work, you slap it on the
Love that.
on the hot metal, and
Yeah.
it just fries up for you. Yeah, shout
That's
out.
cool. I'm happy for you guys. I don't got the chompers to eat steak.
That's crazy. All right,
You
next
want
up
I
on
don't
the
got
list,
the teeth to do it.
from savory to sweet, these are Sary's Candy's chocolate-covered pretzels.
Oh, 10.
I said from savory to sweet.
Ten.
Yeah, it's
I mean,
savory and sweet,
Yeah,
really.
it's the best.
Yeah.
Easy.
Love it.
Easy, not
Can't
really.
get
Ice
enough.
cream, I don't know, everything.
And those look actually like top tier chocolate-covered
nice.
pretzels
Yeah.
for what's it worth.
Yeah, they're gonna cost you like $60. Just
Those are Willy
Oh, then
Wonka.
maybe not.
Okay, next. Pranny's Bakery, I hope I'm saying these right, burnt almond Prantle's Bakery burnt almond torte.
Wow. 8 cups of Stella Blue and that, you and me? Just leave us alone.
I don't know what it tastes like, but I fear that I would smash.
I love almonds.
I like almonds. Some kind of cake pastry thing. Looks like a cinnamon roll texture with almonds on there. Am I looking at that right?
It looks like it maybe has like a little coconut
filling?
or something in the icing as well.
You know what? I'm passing.
Yeah,
I'm not a
there's
big
no
pastry
shot
guy.
I eat.
Wow.
I'm eating it.
Yeah, I mean, if the idea is am I going to eat it or not, I'm eating it.
I'm smashing.
Almond, my third favorite nut.
Almonds my first.
Cashews 1.
I don't like
Pistachios 2.
pistachios too.
Almonds 3. Right before bed 4. Those are my top 4 nuts.
What about macadamia nuts?
What?
Yeah, I was expecting
Macadamia
you to
nuts.
have more higher.
I'm indifferent on macadamia nuts.
Wow.
I thought that was gonna be
I've been into
two.
Brazilian nuts lately.
Macadamians?
I
They're
like
a thick
Brazilian
nut. They're a thick,
I like
big
them.
nut.
No, I like they're dry, they're good.
Yeah.
Yes.
All right. Finally, a Pittsburgh salad. Pittsburgh just loves throwing fries on stuff. It's a salad with French fries on it.
This just looks like a girl dinner thrown in a bowl.
Yeah, you're right. Actually, yeah, this is a Chipotle bowl girl dinner here. Yeah, easy smash.
I'm smashing it. I'm so smashing it. Maybe
Doesn't look
4
good.
Heinekens popping cold, guzzling them while you're banging this out. Let's go.
What? What's on the French fries? Is that-
Ranch.
Yeah. You like ranch on fries?
Ranch, good. Cucumbers, good. Chicken, good. Potato, French fries, good. Good. Eat
Little char and
Crisp
outside
lettuce,
the
good.
chicken.
And I will say
Little
too,
white meat.
the chicken
Why
being
they do
grilled, if you
that?
take a bite of the French fry with the grilled chicken and the salad, your brain might trick you into thinking the chicken is
A healthy
fried.
meal, dude. Oh, that's true. I didn't think about that. And you're getting protein. It's a salad. I would say this. The only thing I would
balanced
change.
meal.
Not creative, but smash.
The only thing I would change. I am a chicken thigh truther.
Yeah, chicken
I mean, dark meat 10 times out of 10 over white meat.
But on salads, I would do.
Oh,
I would
what?
do.
I love chicken.
I'll put chicken thighs over chicken breast 10 out of 10 on anything.
A bad chicken
Yes.
thigh, though, if people don't cook them all the way.
How do you
they're too
not? How do
rubbery.
you not make a good chicken thigh?
Because some people don't cook them well enough, and they're like really rubbery. And gross.
You ever had like chicken koreagi, like from a ramen house, where it's just
Of course.
just a plate of fried chicken thighs?
Yeah, that's the good
It's
stuff.
the best stuff ever, dude. Oh my god.
I'm so white meat. I'm all white meat. I'm white.
That's
Yeah,
shocking
you
to
are.
me.
I love white.
That's shocking.
No, I
to me,
love
Stu.
white meat.
You're not helping the
Anything on
bar.
the outside
You're not
of
helping the
the
Barstool
white meat in the
reputation right
middle.
now, Stu.
What?
You're not helping the Barstool
He just
reputation
said
right now.
anything on the outside.
All right, here we go, guys. Coming up next, we're going to close out the show a little Ask Wub. Get your questions in on Twitter, hashtag Ask Wub. We'll get to them. We got more wrapping up the week of Wub here on FS1. There we go. That's
On
it.
Wub.
FS1. Hey guys, welcome back to Wub. It's a very fun Friday show. NFL draft continuing tonight. Can't wait for that. We got a lot of great Ask Wub questions to get to here in a minute. But first, a special surprise for our special boy, Stu Feiner.
I have something for you, Steve.
There's Big T! There's Big T!
Go! Mwah, mwah. I love you.
There it is, Big T.
Thanks.
Stu
It's an honor.
called for it
I'm so
earlier.
blessed. Here it is.
There it is.
Here it is.
You the man, Big T.
There it is. A man of his word. I'll be here in June. I'll be at the wedding in a tux.
Love that.
I love it. I love it.
Stu, a lot of your Long Island brethren going to be there, I believe, as well, right?
All
To the
right.
wedding? Is that
Yeah, that's-
correct, T?
Yeah, we got a lot of Long Island there, so I'm looking forward to Stu joining.
You're so tall. you
Wait,
didn't
wait,
fit frame.
T.
So happy.
While we have you here, round one takeaway. Anything about
Didn't
last night
watch.
stood
I
out
was
to
at
you?
Hamilton.
Okay, great. How was Hamilton?
Was it amazing?
It was good.
First time?
Fourth.
Oh, do you cry?
No.
Did you ever cry during the fourth?
When I saw it like 10 years ago, I was big into it, and that was really good.
With the original cast?
No, it was when they toured the first time.
Oh, okay.
but
Big
then I
T-
saw it in New York.
It's the greatest entertainment show ever, Hamilton.
Big T, what's the
It's
last?
better than anything.
What's the last thing that led you to tears? The last piece of entertainment that made you cry?
Or just anything. When's the last time you felt something?
I cried like a baby. I cried like a baby 3 days ago. Project Hail Mary. I was soaking wet.
No, but Stu, but you're like me. I cry.
One of the greatest
daily
movies ever.
Like that doesn't mean anything for us. I want to know what broke through.
Right. I'm a crier.
I'm a crier too.
I'm a crier.
I cry.
I'm a lover. I'm a crier.
Yes.
I don't remember.
Of course.
I wish I could say that.
All right, let's get to some Ask Wub questions.
All right, I'll
sorry,
see y'all
guys.
later.
I'll be waiting. You don't want to stick around. Stick around for Ask Wub. Come on, dude. You're already here.
Yeah, come on, big guy.
And I'll be honest, guys. As far as round 2 or 3 predictions, I'm just gonna watch. I don't know. Like once round 1 is done, predictions are out the window.
I can't
wait,
to
T,
see
real
who
quick.
drafts
Where's McCoy
McNeil
going?
Warren.
I hope quick. I think they hadn't the best player left on the board, but there's some more injury concern, I think. So.
All right, we'll see. All right. Ask Wub, Jeremy, who made the best value pick in the first round, and why is it Dallas at 11 with Caleb Downs? Yeah.
Yep,
mean,
that
we
was the
went over that
answer.
one.
Answered his own Ask Wub.
Yep.
I mean, look, he's the number 1 player on the board. He to me is the safest pick in terms of like he's at least going to be good or like a starter. Like he's the biggest green flag pick in the draft.
I just can't get over what we've done to devalue the safety position, and we watch football on Sundays and safeties are blowing up games, making impacts everywhere. Congrats to the Dallas Cowboys. Jerry Jones should just build his own statue right now. Getting Caleb Downs is another coach on the field. It's the queen on a chessboard. It's an immaculate pick. Congratulations.
Go off, Liam.
All right, what do we got next here?
America's team. We all love the Cowboys.
Ask Wub first to win another title: Cubs, Bears, Blackhawks, or Bulls? Thank you, Matt.
This is a good question for a team.
Wow.
It is not the Bulls. Yeah, it's not the Bulls or the Sox.
I'd say Cubs.
It's not the
I'm gonna
Blackhawks.
say Cubs.
I'd
too.
say Cubs.
I'm gonna say.
I think
Cubs.
it's either the Bears or the
I
Blackhawks.
think it's the Blackhawks.
Over the Cubs. You think what,
Yeah,
the Dodgers
I
are
think
just
the
too big?
Cubs, with all their injuries, like in this window, everyone's getting a little bit older. I think they've got a ceiling.
Oh, you just added Breggy. It's okay.
Yeah, but
I
he's
need
older
it.
too.
Alex, if
I
you're
think that-
watching, I need a Bregman Cubs jersey. Thank you.
You can make that too.
Yeah, make that 2, please.
I think it's the Bears or the Hawks.
I don't think the Blackhawks timeline's too far off, and things are going to be nice
There
when
we go,
McKinnon
Blood.
starts getting
Hype
a
us
little
up,
bit
Blood.
older. This all depends on when the Bears could go and get it.
Yeah, I think the Blackhawks have a big summer. They're right back in the mix next year.
Yeah, and there's
All right.
a lot of
Hold
the
on,
best
big-
teams
big
in the
team.
West are starting to
What's your
age.
That's
answer?
true.
Is none an option?
What's next here? What do we got next? Hashtag Ask Wub. Favorite side dish at a nice steakhouse? I'm taking cream spinach. Ooh, that's a good answer. Stu, you start us off here.
A crusted, outside, salted, baked potato, crispy, yet moist inside, and you just jam it with like 5 servings of butter, sour cream, bacon, chives, and just smash it in my face.
I'm gonna go potatoes au gratin.
I was gonna go like a potatoes au gratin too. I want a little truffle oil in mine too.
Well, shout out Chicago Cut, Lobster Cargo.
Oh yeah, I've been dreaming.
I've never
about
had
that.
lobster cargo.
He brought it up you weren't here, but he brought it up, and I've been
So good.
thinking
Stu, you
nothing
had it
about
there?
it.
No,
Have you been
Nothing
to Chicago
but
Cut?
about
no.
Uh-oh.
Stu.
You just gave Stu a new mission, a new side quest.
You and me next time you're in town.
I'm ready.
Big
right.
T?
I mean, people won't like my answer, but if you get the right French fries,
Oh.
like
That's
those
true.
steak
Steak
frites,
fries.
the thin,
Oh, you like
crispy,
thin.
Those are
like
good,
steak
yeah.
frites, like when
Yeah.
you get just the right fry paired with it.
What do you
Cooked in duck fat.
what
Yeah.
do you want, what are you dipping it in? Just a ketchup and ale, like an aioli?
No, we've gotten out of control with the aioli. I'm sick of the aioli. I went to dinner last night, and they don't even give you ketchup anymore. They just give you an aioli. This is our house aioli. I'm done with the aiolis. I don't want mayo.
Give me the Heinz.
No. Yes.
Get it out of
I'm
here.
sick of the
I'm
aioli.
using my fries to dip up the extra steak juice.
Yeah.
Also a great call, dude. All right, what do we got next?
Well, my answer would be whatever
Oh, sorry.
Stu orders.
Yeah, that's true. I mean, I would trust Stu at a steakhouse more than anybody in my life. Ask Wubs comes from the Doug of the North. Has Roger Goodell forever cheapened the love of the bro hug?
Yeah.
The booing Roger Goodell thing is gotten very. I kind of like how Goodell gets up there and plays into it.
I think he's back.
I think he's winning.
Yeah.
I think he's winning when he's like, come on, there's 300,000 people here. Y'all can't be louder than that. Like, he's challenging.
You have to lean into it at this point.
He's challenging a sea of humanity. Like, I'm not scared of y'all. Bring it on.
He's making $70 million. Of course he's winning.
Yeah. And
He's winning at everything.
And every chance he gets up to bring up a human shield, he does, and he takes advantage of that. There's so much more special and commemorative. That's a tough word.
Good
to
job.
say on national
Commemorative.
television. Picks that are happening now. My favorite Roger Goodell draft version is when he was at home in his basement on the couch eating the endless M&Ms.
He was good in that.
The COVID draft.
COVID draft.
Mike
is
COVID
special.
gave us a
Vrabel's kid
lot of
was
fun.
dressed as Frozone in that draft.
I love all the talk of like AI, using drafting AI, and all I can think about is Dave Gettleman's binder. Dave Gettleman's just 6-foot binder he had in front of the original AI platform. Shout out Gettleman. What do we got next? Momentarily here, we're going to get another question here.
Momentarily.
Here we go. Chris P.
Say his last.
Weiner. Chris P. Weiner.
No.
How many square yards of mulch does Stu order?
I think that's Wiener.
Okay. Oh, Chris P. Weiner. Excuse me.
Wiener.
Crispy wiener?
How many yards of mulch, Stewie?
We do 20 times 3, 60 yards.
60 yards.
60 yards of mulch.
That's how you know you made
My
it. dude.
2.5 acre palatial $2.5 million estate. Gotta keep this prim and proper, baby.
Speaking of winning, dude. All right, big news. Dave has made it official, Stu.
Oh my God!
You're going to be competing
Let's
on
go!
Barstool Feud to try to get into Family Feud. You're replacing Brianna Chicken Fry. You got the call up. How we feeling?
First of all, Brianna, I love you. I love you. Thank you. Second of all, it's one of the games I'm great at. I'm great at like maybe 3 games in the world and horrific at 9 million. I'm great at this game. It's an honor. It's a pleasure. Dave, I love you. I love you.
Stu, are you excited to be competing on a team with you're gonna have Frank by your side, you're gonna have KFC by your side? Is that Che as well?
Yeah, that's
How
right.
we feeling?
I'm
How we
not
I
gonna
mean,
lie, that's
we're
a tough.
going on Family Feud. We ain't losing.
Stu.
We're pounding people.
Stu,
We're
give-
hammering people.
Stu, give us a great answer.
What does that mean?
You know when they say, "Oh,
What
good
they
answer,"
say, no
good
matter,
answer.
even if it's a terrible answer.
Great answer. Good answer.
Didn't we talk about
Sexy answer. Sexy. I like it. Show us the more.
Stephen Che is either going to be the best
Or
or
the
the
absolute
absolute
worst.
worst to
Well,
ever
he's-
play
Because they're gonna
Family
be like,
Feud.
oh, what do you think of what is the first thing that pops into someone's head when they're watching football? And he's gonna be like, yards after catch.
Yeah.
No, he's gonna, he's gonna say Ron Torbert.
I just want to say something right now. Frank, KFC, Stephen Che, and me, we could solve the Iraqi-Iran,
You could open up the Strait of
cancer.
Hormuz?
We can do anything.
I have a question.
There's only the stepping stone after we win this, then it's to the moon.
No disrespect to Stu here, but out of those 4 teams that we just saw, who do you think is the most valuable to go to that Family
It's
Feud?
hard to get away from Brandon Walker in these
Yeah, I
situations.
mean, the only one you have is even Mincy. I think could maybe play a good Family
Yeah.
Feud.
All right, guys. Hey, very fun Friday show. Thank you, Big T. Thank you, Stu. Thank you, Chief.
Love
Thank
you,
you, Liam.
Big
Thank
T.
you,
Thank you
Megan.
so much.
Thank you,
See you
production.
soon.
All the best.
Stu.
We love you. We'll see you
It's an honor.
Monday.
I love you.
More Wake Up
Love
Barstool.
everyone.
No post show today. Have a great weekend, guys.